Repeat after me. I don't know anyone. Most of us think that navigating our relational conflicts is an impossible task, especially with people we disagree fundamentally with, those we've tried repeatedly to get along with. We either feel like we're just running over the same ground with the same results, which is super frustrating, or we've stopped communicating altogether and don't know how to begin again. Figuring out the path forward can seem pretty daunting, but it's actually something so elemental and simple that within the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you a tool that will change everything. Well, not everything, but at least change the most important thing. In our last video, be sure to check it out in the link below if you haven't, I introduced you to story-based life skills, a compassion-centered approach to relational fractures and interpersonal turbulence. I talked about the way that this informed empathy can become a translator, helping bridge those divides of disagreement between people. And I told you that it was an alternative strategy to the fundamental mistake most people make when dealing with difficult people. Though you might catch that I didn't tell you what that mistake was. And here it is. The fundamental mistake we make in our interpersonal conflicts is thinking that we really know people. That we fully understand not only what they think and feel at any given moment, but why they feel that way, but that's almost never true. With every single person we interact with, we are almost always dealing with incomplete information at the time. We encounter some people from a great distance on social media where we only see what they choose to share. They're very selective, edited honesty, and we use that to determine a lot about their feelings and motives. Others we may know a bit better either from work or the neighborhood or from school or church, where we have a deeper and more extended experience of them, but still far from complete. And even the people we have the greatest proximity to and intimacy with, those we live with and know the most about, we don't know everything about. I lost my father a few years ago, and we had an amazing relationship, though of course we had our disagreements from time to time. Looking back after he died, I remember realizing that there were huge parts of his story that I simply didn't know about. His childhood, about what he wanted to be and do, about the struggles he went through. And if I had known any of those things in a greater capacity, it would have made me better able to navigate our differences or miscommunications. So the first step in story-based living is admitting when we're having a disagreement with someone, I don't know this person as well as I could, and then figuring out how to learn something more in order to solve the relational disconnect. I'll never forget a Thursday afternoon in art school 3 decades ago. We were about to draw a still life, a collection of ordinary objects laid out across the table. As we prepared to capture the rather mundane assortment of pottery and fruit sprawled out over some simple fabric, our professor said we needed to put our pencils away first. He said the job of the artist is to show people the beauty in ordinary things that they no longer see. And to do that, you have to become a student of what you draw. To learn as much as you can from your subject, to look at the way it reflects light, to notice its texture, its weight, to linger and be curious about it. Then after you've really studied it, you can begin to try and capture for others something about it that they're missing. Likewise, if we want to be better able to navigate differences, we have to become students of the people we disagree with, to realize that they are unique and complex, and that we have something to learn about them. Instead of putting our energies into debating or criticizing people, if we can first cultivate curiosity about them, we will stay open to understanding them. In my upcoming online course, Being Kind Humans, we'll talk at length about specific ways to become students of other people. Detailed strategies for knowing them more than we do so that we can approach them differently than we have. You can learn more about the course in the link below. Now in our next video, I'm going to share a secret that can make this story learning a whole lot easier and faster so that you can stop spinning your wheels and exhausting yourself. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and that you're excited to go and be students of the people in your path, and that you'll join us for the next video. Take care.